one and all. This is Vimla Valsundram Mudlia, teacher from Dharavi TC Municipal English School number 2. Today we are going to learn a language subject, that is English, and in that we are going to learn a poem on the water. Before starting with our session, I would like to start up with a good thought. And a good thought for today is: before you talk, listen. Before you react, think. Before you spend, earn. Before you criticize, wait. Before you pray, forgive. Before you quit, try. Now, what has been said in this thought is, before when you are going to talk or say anything about someone else, you have to first listen, and you have to before reacting towards anything, you have to think twice. And when before spending your money, you should earn first. Before criticizing the others, you have to wait and think. Before praying to the God and forgiveness, you have to forgive the others first. Before trying, before you should try before quitting yourself from anything. Okay, this is a good values you should have in your life. Then you can lead to a very successful person. Okay, so without wasting our time, we'll move on to our topic. Okay, so before starting with our poem, I would like to ask you a few questions. I hope you all are going to enjoy this session today. Okay, so my first question is, what do you see if you go to forest? Yeah, children, can you all answer? What all things you see if you go to forest? Yes, my dear students.
There is tree animals.
Tree, animals, birds, snakes.
Okay, you see the birds, trees. Very good. So when you go to the forest, you see the trees, birds. Okay, good. So what do you all see when you go to a riverside?
Water, grass,
Okay, good. Water, grass, and
ducks,
ducks. Okay, good. So you all, yeah, very good, children. So now tell me, have you ever traveled by a boat?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Where you have traveled by a boat? Where you
Pune.
traveled by a boat? In Pune. Okay. Good. So how do you feel, dear, when you are traveling by a boat?
Happy.
You feel very happy. Okay. Good. Now, tell me, what all things do you see while traveling on a boat?
water,
Water. Very good.
fishes,
Fishes. Oh, good. Only this much things you see?
water, fishes, water fountain,
Mountains. Okay.
frogs, ducks, swans.
Okay, good. So you all see the birds, trees, water, fishes. Very good, my dear students. Now, can you tell me any two rivers name?
Ganga, river,
Yes.
and
Yes.
Krishna. Yamuna river.
Yes, very good, my dear students. Good. So today we are going to learn a poem on the water. So here in this poem, the poet has shown us how he is feeling when he is traveling on the boat on a water. Okay, so First, I would like to recite this poem, and afterwards, you all will also recite with me. Okay? First, I am reciting for you. In our little boat to glide on the water, blue and white, while the sky is smooth and bright, what could give us more delight? See the ripples, how they run, twinkling brightly in the sun, while reflected we can see shadows of each hill and tree. See the lilies round and large, floating near the reedy marge, where the bulrush has its place, and the heavy water meets. See the great green dragonfly, and the swallow skimming by. See the fishes spring and gleam, here they splash into the stream. See the bright kingfisher too, dart a gleam of green and blue. These are all round our boat, on the water whilst we float. So this is the poem with the 5 stanzas. This is the poem with the 5 stanzas. Okay. So now in the prose we say that it is a paragraph. Okay. But in the poem, the lines which is being consisted of, it is all been said as a stanzas. So now this is the poem about the on the water. It consisted of the 5 stanzas. We can't say here it is a paragraph, we say them as a stanzas. In the poem we say stanzas, and in the passage prose section we say these sentences as a paragraph. Okay, so here in this poem there are 5 stanzas. Each stanza consists of four lines. Okay, so we will recite together now. Okay, I'm singing one line and you will say behind me. Okay, in our little boat to glide. Yes, children. In our
In
little
the road light
on the water, blue and white,
on the water, blue and white,
while the sky is smooth and bright.
while the sky is smooth and bright,
What could give us more delight?
what could give
Give
us
us
more delight?
very good. See the ripples how they run.
See the ripple, how they run, twinkle brightly in the
In
sun.
the sun. Very good. While reflected, we can see
While reflected, we can see shadow to
shadows of
each
each hill
hill
and
and
tree. See the lilies round and large,
see the lily round and large,
floating near the reedy marge.
floating,
Near the
floating near the
reedy
region
marge, where
redeemer.
the bulrush has its
What
place,
दिख रहा है?
and the heavy water maze. Okay. See the great green dragonfly and the swallow skimming by. See the fishes spring and gleam, here they splash into the stream. See the bright kingfisher too, dart a gleam of green and blue. These are all around a boat on the water whilst we float. So these are the stanzas of this poem. Now we are going to learn each stanza with their meanings. Okay. So shall we go to the first stanza? Okay. So this is the first stanza of a poem. Here, in a little boat to glide on the water blue and white, while the sky is smooth and bright, what could give us more delight? This is the first stanza of a poem, and here the poet he is experiencing and expressing his feelings, how he feels when he is traveling on the boat. Now here is telling in the first line that in a little boat to glide. Now the glide is meaning is what? To move slowly and smoothly. What the poet is telling, that he is traveling on his boat and the boat is moving very slowly and smoothly. And where the boat is moving? It is moving on the it is moving on the water. It is moving on the water. And how is the water? It is been bluish in color and it is very white. Okay. And what all things he could see when he's traveling on the boat in a water? He could see that the sky is very bright. That means the sun is shining very brightly and the sky is been very smooth and it is being shining very brightly. And by seeing all the things, he is feeling very happy. And he is asking us the question now, apart from this, what could give us more delight? Now, here the delight means is what? It is the happiness. Now, when you could see such a beautiness of the water and the sky, now apart from this, what all the things it could give us more happiness. Where you could feel very happy when you see such a brightness around you. Okay, so in the first stanza, the poet is telling us how he is feeling when he is traveling on a boat on the water, and he is expressing his happiness to us. Okay, now here the glide, already explained to you. The glide meaning is what? To moving very slowly and smoothly. And the next one, I have said that the water is been wide. That means it's been broad. It has extended its edges. Okay, so it's been very wide. And the delight means what? Delight means it is an happiness. Now when you get any new things or any gifts and all, how you could feel? You feel very happiness. The same happiness the poet is feeling when he is traveling on a boat. So delight means what? It is the happiness. Okay, now we'll move towards the second stanza. Now, here the second stanza is explaining, see the ripples how they run. Now, see the ripples. So, when you've been moving on a boat, you could see certain waves. Now, that waves, little waves, what you could see on the surface of water, that is called the ripples. And the poet is telling, see the ripples when he's moving forward, how the ripples are been running. That he is telling to us. And it twinkling brightly in the sun. And that ripples, they are twinkling. That means they are been shining brightly from the sun. Okay. Now, while reflected, we can see shadows of each hill and tree. As in the first stanza only, I said that the sun is shining very brightly. And when it has been shining brightly, that shining falls on the water. And from that, all the things are it's been reflected. Okay, so with that shining things, the water is been reflecting all the shadows of each hills and the trees. And that's what the poet is expressing in the second stanza. He is telling to us, see how the ripples, how the waves of the waters are been running, and they are been also shining brightly in the sun. And you could also see the reflections of the shadows of each hill and trees. Okay, now we'll see with the third stanza. Now, in the third stanza, what the poet is telling is, see the lilies round and large. Now, in this third stanza, the poet is telling he also could see the lilies, and he has shown the shape of the lilies. It has been round and it's been large, floating near the reedy marsh. Now, what is meant the reedy marsh? It's the water's edges where all the tall and thick grasses grow. So, here the poet is telling that he could see the lilies, and all the lilies, it's been round and large, and it is all been floating near the reedy marsh, where the bulrush has its place and the heavy water maze. Now, even he's seeing that the where the lilies have been grown and it is flowing near the water edges, there he also could see the bulrush water maze. Now, what's the bulrush water maze? It's a wetland grass like plants, it's been growing. Now I showing you the pictures of this. So here what you could see, it's the reedy marsh and it's the wetland like, and here the tall grasses have been grown. So this is called the bulrush water maze. Okay, so have you understood this? So in the third stanza, it has been shown that the lilies are being grown with the round and large, and it is been floating near the water edges where all the three grasses have been grown. Okay, and he also been explaining that you could also see the wetland grasses like plants over there. Okay, so tell me, students, which flower has been grown over there?
Lilies.
Yes, very good. And where it has been floating?
Lilies.
Where it has been floating? Where the lilies have been floating?
Ready, Marge.
Yes, very good. Okay, good.
Round and large, floating near the ready march.
Very good, dear students. So now we shall move towards the fourth stanza. Okay. Now here what is also the poet is seeing is, he is seeing the, see the great green dragonfly. He's seeing the green colored dragonfly. He's also seeing the insects, the dragonfly, and the swallow skimming by. And what the swallow? Swallow is a bird, and it has been moving quickly. Okay, over there, and he could see from the boat all this beautiness of the nature. And with this, he also explaining in the fourth stanza that you could also see the fishes spring and gleam. Here they splash into stream. Now, what in the fourth stanza is explaining that he could see the great green dragonfly, and with that he could also see the birds are been moving around there quickly. And apart from that, he's also saying that there are fishes also, and it is springing. Springing means it's been flowing out of the water. From the water, it's been flowing out, and it is also been reflecting. Okay, it's also been reflecting. Gleam is what? It's been the reflections of light from a clean surface. In the picture, you could see that when the fishes has been swimming out, the waters and the fishes, they are been reflecting from the light, and it's been a beautiful scene to see. And You could, before they splash into the stream, that means before they are been splashing again going back down into the stream, you could see such a beautiful things. Okay, so in the fourth stanza is explaining about the three things, that is about the great green dragonfly, and the second one is the swallow, the bird has been moving around, and the third thing is explaining about the fishes. You could see how they are been splattering in the water and how it has been reflecting. Okay, now we are moving towards the last stanza, that is the fifth stanza. We will learn. See the bright kingfisher too, dart a gleam of green and blue. These are all around our boat on the water whilst we float. And now here, with the dragonfly, lotus, fishes, and everything, he could also see the bright kingfisher, one of the beautiful bird. He could see that it has been darting. Darting means what? It's been moving suddenly and quickly here and there, and a gleam of green and blue. Now you could see that the kingfisher, it's been very colorful of being having a green and blue bright colors in it. So it has been moving from here and there, and that beautiness also the poet could see when is riding on a boat. And what the poet is telling said, these are all around our boat. Now he could see all these mesmerizing things around his boat when he's traveling on a boat on the water. On the water whilst we float. Now whilst means what? It's while he is riding on a boat, he could see such a beautiful things around him. So soon we will revise all these things and sum up all the five stanzas, okay, in the poem. So this is a short summary of the poem on the board. Now, what all the things we have learned in the five stanza, we will soon you're going to summarize all the things. Okay. So in the poem, we have learned that how one could feel while riding on a boat. Yes, children, definitely after learning this poem, we have learned that how we could feel when we are riding on a boat. Here, you all the students, you all are there. You might have experienced all these things when you must have traveled by a boat, and it just gives an immense happiness to us when we travel on a boat. And this poem also depicts us the internal and mesmerizing beauty of the nature. So this poem, it's also been telling us the beautiful creatures and the beautiness of a nature to us. We could see such a beautiness things in the poem, that the sky is been very much bright and all the things have been reflecting from that, and even much more things you have seen in this poem which could give us the pleasure of happiness when you on this poem. And the next thing is, it's the beautiful creation of God. Now this beautiful nature, who has created this nature? It has been created by our supreme power, our God. He has created such a good beautiful nature to us. Now, in that we also have seen that we could see the water ripples are been shining by the sun rays. So, such all the beautiful things we have learned in this poem, that we could see the water ripple, they have been shining by the sun rays. And even The birds, they are chirping, they are making a beautiful sounds, and they are moving here and there. And we could even see that the fishes are gleaming, they are coming out of the water, and they are being very much reflected, okay, from that water. And even wetland wetland grasses are being grown on the water edges. Now, on the water edges of the river, you could even see that the grasses, tall and thick grasses, have been grown near the water edges. And at last, we could summarize it with this line that we could really feel the beauty, and we could ourselves drawn into the imaginary world of this beautiful nature. We could definitely feel the beautiful things in our nature, and we can't put ourselves control, and we are being drawn into the imaginary world of this beautiful nature. Okay, this is a short summary of the poem, what all the things we have learned in this 5 stanzas. Okay, now what all the values we have been inculcated from this poem? Definitely, we should have a love for our nature. We all should love the beautiness, and the whatever the things are there, we should love it. Okay, and the second thing, you should protect our nature. Whenever you are being going out, you should protect it, and you should, it is your duty as a citizen that you all should protect our surroundings. And the next thing is, don't spoil the places. Whenever you're going out on a picnic or somewhere else, you should not spoil any places, any historical monuments, or the waterside views, or you're going to any forest site. So wherever you go, all this, the beautiness of the nature, you should never spoil it. So it's all giving us the immense pleasure. So it is our duty to maintain them. So we should love them, you should protect it, and you should not spoil any places. Okay, so have you understood this, my dear students?
Yes,
What
miss.
yes, what all the values you should learn, that you should,
Yeah, miss.
what all the values you should follow, that you should love for the
Love for
nature.
protection of
Yes,
nature. Don't
yes,
spoil the places.
very good. So these all things you should follow when you're being moving out. Okay, so these are the difficult words in the poem. So we will revise it. Okay,
Yeah.
glide, glide.
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 Very good. Glide, glide.
Glide.
Next one is bulrush. Bulrush. Bulrush.
B-U-L-R.
Reedy, ready. Marge, ready, march.
R-E-E-D-Y M-A-R-G-E. Merge.
Yes. Delight, Deligst, delight.
D-E-L-I-G-H-T. Delight.
Yes. Ripples, Ripples, ripples.
R-I-P-P-L-E-S. Labels.
Yes. Reflected, Reflected, reflected.
R-E-F-L-E.
R-E-double-L-E-C-T-E-D.
FL, Yes, very good. Reflected. Whilst. W-H-I-L-S-T. Whilst.
WHILST.
Wheels.
Yes. Skimming. S-K-I-M-M-I-N-G. Skimming.
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 Minging.
Yes. Gleam. G-L-E-A-M. Gleam.
GLEAM. Gleam.
Yes. Now next one is twinkling. T-W-I-N-K-L-I-N-G. Twinkling.
TWINKLING. Twinkling.
Very good. Now anyone could read all these words?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes, read it out, children.
GLIDE.
Yes. What it's called? Glide.
Glide.
Yes.
BULRUSH. Blush.
Bulrush.
Blush. RE. Ready.
R-double-E.
REEDYMARGE. Ready made.
March.
March.
Yes. Next one.
DELIGH. Delight.
Yes. Next one.
RIPPLES. Ripples.
Very good.
REFLECTED. Reflected.
Very good.
WHILST. Wills.
Good.
SKY. SKYMMING. Masking.
Skimming.
Gleam.
Yes. Next one. Next one.
GLEAM. Gleam.
Very good.
TWINKLING. Twinkling.
Very good. So these are the difficult words from this poems. Okay. Now we will see the rhyming words. Okay. Now these are the rhyming words I have given here, and here the answers are there. Okay. Now I will read out the word, and from these options you will say me the correct one. Okay. Then I will match it. Okay. Now what's the rhyming word for the wide? What will come for the wide?
Wide. Ride.
Yes. What will come for the bright?
Bright.
Delight.
Yes, very good, dear child. Run?
Sun.
Yes. Fly?
Kite.
Yes. Boat?
Go. Float.
Float. Stream?
Gleam.
Yes, very good. Now we are going to see about the rhyming scheme. Now rhyming scheme is what? You have learned the rhyming words. Now the pattern in which the last word it's been rhyming, it is called as a rhyming scheme. How you could find out the rhyming words and how you will put up the rhyming scheme? Now just see in the first stanza. In our little boat to glide on the water blue and white. Now here in the last words you have to see. Now here in the first stanza, the last words such as in the first line glide and the second line white. These both are rhyming, glide and white. So we will give them the letter A. Okay. And in the second, third and fourth line, the last words bright and delight, they both are be rhyming. So we'll give them the letters B. So our rhyming scheme for this first stanza is A, A. Okay? And the next third and fourth line you will give as a B, B. Why we have repeated A, B, E, B, B? Because glide and wide, they both are rhyming together. So we gave them the same letters A, A. But the third line, it is not matching with the first two lines. So we have changed our letters. Okay. So we gave them as a B and but the third line and fourth line, they are rhyming together, bright and delight. So we have repeated that B, B. So whenever you're been learning about the poems and the rhyming scheme, as per the rhyming words, you have to give the letters. If the both words are been rhyming together, then you will give the same letters. And if it is not rhyming with that, you will give the next letters. Okay. Now it's time for the quiz. Okay. Now here you're going to answer this question. Now tell me what is gliding on the water? What it's been gliding on the water? What is been gliding? It's been raft, boat, ship or yacht. What it's been gliding? What it's been moving on the water? Yes?
Boat.
Yes, it is the boat.
Boat.
Okay, good.
Both.
Yes, very good, my dear child. Now, what are round and large? What you could see?
Lilies.
Yes, you could see that its lilies are been
बहुत
round
बाजूचा
and large. Okay. Now, your next question is what has been springing and it's been gleaming?
Fish.
Fish. Very good. So you could see that the fishes are been springing and it's been gleaming. What is green and blue and it's been darting here and there?
Kingfisher.
Kingfisher. Can you tell me what are the colors you have learned about the kingfisher in the poem?
Orange, green and blue.
Very good. It's been green and blue.
Blue.
Okay. Now tell me which insect is mentioned in the poem?
Dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
Ye- Yes, dragonfly. Have you all seen the dragonfly?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now it's the time for the puzzle solving. Okay. Now you're going to search the words of the poem from this puzzle. Okay. Now find out the words, students, fast. There are the words from the poem here.
This boat.
Boat. Okay. Yes. Good. You got the one boat.
Boat. Sun. Is
Sun.
steam.
Very good.
Steam.
Steam. Yeah. Very
Steam.
good. Good. Next.
G. Gleam.
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 Any more words?
Gleam.
Which one?
No.
One more word is there.
Tree.
Tree. Very good. So, how many words you have found it out?
Yes, me. Five.
5 words. Can you name all the words? Read.
Yes. Boat, sun, tree, steam, gleam.
Yes.
जे उत्तर देते ना त्यांचं चालू ठेवते
So, from the puzzle, you have found 5 words. That is boat, sun, tree, steam, and gleam. So these all the words you have found out from this puzzles. Very good. Well done, my dear students. Now it's time for your assignment, your homework. I know you all love to do the drawing and craft. Okay. So I'm giving a wonderful homework for you all. What you're going to do is you're going to prepare a collage work of a scenery. First, you will draw a scenery, okay, on a paper, white plain paper, and in that, you're going to stick out the colorful paper strips by smashing, and you're going to stick it on that scenery.